what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the Manufactured Series on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we're on round 11 and we'll be racing on Red Bull Ring by using Group 3 for today. So let's just gonna be prepared for one top race. So let's just gonna be sure that the balance of performance will be able to get well settled, recommend to be able to get started before we begin. I hope this is gonna be able to do better, to be getting ready to take one good clean racing opportunity. So I hope that this is going to be able to have to do much pre-practice if we can, because good thing that we'll be able to take much more practice if possible, if we might be able to get everything ready, we might get focus on, and then this is going to get well challenging, and this is going to get everything what we need to do. So looks like this is going to be able to give a good cloudy time conditions, and then this is going to get everything well settled to be able to have a racing compound hard tires that this will be perfect for this race. And then this is going to get everything, we'll be able to take the hot lap, we might go in. Now this is definitely might be pretty good, that this is definitely might be able to have a good race to be able to have if there's any raining conditions that this might be able to coming in, but it will might wait until this will might be able to give us for the next update. So good thing that this is definitely will be able to do perfectly better to be able to stay on the one good standard weather time with no rain, that this is definitely might be coming in. So everything's still cloudy around in Red Bull Ring, so we'll have to do better if we might be able to take a little bit more time until just gonna take a lot of practice if we can do it. So maybe this is going to get one good edge strategy, because by taking a Group 3 car that this will might be able to take the track, will might get everything, will be able to do the challenge, but this is going to get everything, will might stay focused to be able to stay maintained, because this is a very challenging race, folks, because this will always have the usual, will might get everything will different, or taking a lot of strategy that this is going to be coming in. So maybe just like having a Group 4 race, but now on the Group 3 race is definitely very competitive challenge. So let's just going to be able to make sure this is definitely might be able to be ready for everything. So this is going to be able to take that challenge, we might get everything get in. Alright, let's just going to go and take one good regular lap time, that this is going to get everything what we need. Okay, looks like 1 minute and 34 seconds, so let's just going to go and make ourselves a new record time. So this is going to get everything perfectly, we might be able to do a little bit quicker strategy, that this is going to get very challenging to do one elevation ways to go and one handling turns, that we might be able to get everything going. Okay, that's just gonna have that turn, and then this is gonna get everything, make it nice and slow and faster, and then just gonna make sure that staying on the second gear, if possible, that this is definitely might be very tougher, that this might be able to save the distance, that this is gonna get everything well possible. If anything needs, that this will might be able to stay on it. Okay, but just gonna have to keep it up. Okay, that should be doing well, and now this is gonna be able to keep up for well maintained. If this is gonna be able to have 1 minute and 33 record time seconds to go, so this is going to be able to go again, and this is definitely might be able to have a race full of well challenging corners with a different condition, as definitely might be able to have a variation we might have needed. Alright, that's it, good for 1 minute time. Now let's just going to be able to take a little bit well concentrated steady put, and now just going to have to keep going to be able to have one good gap distance, we might make it there. Now every time for having a one good race to be able to have an under an hour segment, so even that this is definitely might be work perfectly will be needed, of course. So just gonna have to stay position well needed, and then just gonna have to get everything well hard-handed. That this is gonna get everything will might have a one tough race. So even we might be able to think passive and contingency if we must be able to do one perfect race to go. Now that's just gonna be able to keep up to be able to have a one good 1 second gap behind, and then this counts to be able to take one good ways of a handling efficient that this is gonna get stronger to have. Alright, that's your good. This is definitely might be able to get closer to be able to have 1 second gap. That this is definitely might be considered to be able to have a minute and 32 seconds by the time comes until this is definitely might be able to get ready. Because this is definitely all about taking the progress of this race, and this is going to get challenges. Alright, very closer to be able to get 131. Now, let's just going to have everything we might be able to get well handled. This is going to get very challenging. We might go up ahead to be able to do a little bit more practice distance. We might be able to reach up. Now, let's just going to be able to make sure. This is going to be a very tough race that this definitely might be able to deal with that second turn. Okay, let's just gonna keep going, and then the engine's still going on to be able to wrap everything up, and then this is gonna get pretty challenging that this is gonna get closer. So it might be doing a lot better if we might be able to take a little bit well pressured, if we might be able to stay maintained, because this is going to get everything well settled, that this might be able to keep it going to be able to stay strong and stay focused. And then, well, every time that this is going to be able to have a very good clean race, if we might need to take the chance so we can understand, so we can probably able to do the best behavior while we can race, because this is definitely might be pretty good, since, well, time trial has definitely might be going better ways to be able to take a little bit more clean ways to be able to stay on track. And then this is going to get everything what we need to do, because take a good clean lap, and then just try to make sure the better settings we get, the more harder that we just definitely might be able to keep going in to be able to deal with some few other distance. Has definitely might be coming challenging ways that this is going to get very tougher on this one, folks. Okay, this is definitely not pretty much perfectly, so, well, we just definitely might be able to keep raising up the acceleration, that this is definitely might give it the best option that this one might have. But it gets very harder, that this is definitely might be able to perform very passive ways, that this is going to get everything in. Okay, looks like this is going to get everything going in. Alright, this is going to be able to do much better, and then this is going to get, might need it to be able to start over for a new lap time, that this is going to get everything a little bit faster. But it was a sloppy run. We just definitely might be able to work faster like a pro, so that definitely might be helpful if we might be needed to be able to get. Okay, let's just gonna go and start over, and then this might make it very perfectly. So just gonna be able to give a minute left for warm-up time, and then this is gonna get everything well closer to get, because this is definitely very tougher on this race, folks, because this is going to get very tough. Okay, let's just gonna get in, and then this is gonna get very well hard pace, that this is gonna need to do a lot of work, because this always takes a lot of practice every time around. Okay, looks like the sixth lap is definitely might be getting stopped where it's at, and now this is going to be where it's going to be able to be. Okay, looks like let's get ready to get prepared for one good racing match, and then this will might be able to be ready for anything. So it will might do better because this is going to be able to give it one good chance to race up the driver rating. Will might get better. Maybe not that much to be able to reach up onto the top position. So everybody did good. So if we might be able to have to take a little bit more time, that this is going to get everything will keep up on the rush. So maybe this is going to get everything will be ready to go. So we'll have to make sure that this is going to get very fastened up on this race. And then good thing that most of the other manufactured cars that there will be ready to race to support. And this will might be able to prove our worth if we might be able to have the chance we might get. So this is definitely might be able to get ready, and then this will might have a good warm-up race will begin. Good thing that Roadhog 2 is here once again, so looks like this is going to be able to give it one good friendly racing we might have. So let's time to try, and now let's just do perfectly. We might get ready to go. Well, evenly that things might be able to do better after having a new start over of the time trial since that incident going on. But well, in that case, that we just definitely might be able to make one good legal time trial race that this will might get better. So actually, we just definitely really don't want to have cheaters to ruining the moment, because that's definitely may be able to let us know to be able to start over again from square one. Alright, good thing that Roadhog 2 library is pretty cool. So looks like I'm just definitely always used to use my very own libraries, because this is definitely might be UTR related design in blue, and this is definitely might be very competitive. Will be might be able to get ready. Alright, this is going to be able to take one lap around of the track for a warm up, and then this is going to get everything ready to get better. Alright, that should probably doing good. So best of luck to all of us, including Roadhog 2. And now let's just gonna get ready for a qualifier race that this will might be begin. And make sure this is gonna be able to take a good contingency of this race, because we just definitely don't want to get sloppy, because we just need to be able to keep it well focused. We might stay on track. Now let's go and get ready to get started, and now let's have a 10-minute time will begin. Now this is going to get everything will might be needed to be able to be ready. So just gonna going out onto the pits, and now this is gonna be able to do perfectly. Will might take the head start will begin. Now looks like this is gonna get very extremely speeding up, so the first and second turn is gonna be very challenging. So we might be able to be very careful, because make sure that the double cones will be seen, and then this is definitely where it's gonna be stop at. Unfortunately, that this is definitely might be able to get handling up and then get going, and then this is going to get very tougher to be able to work faster, to be able to go as soon as possible, because just going to have to take a lot of passive turns is going to get everything going, because this maybe gets a little bit challenging, but it is going to get a little bit harder. So if we must be able to keep up the pace, so if we can get the most best driver rating we can get. Alright, looks like take a little bit more slow time, because this is definitely might need to go faster. That should probably need to get everything well ready to go. Alright, let's just gonna go in and then take that turn. Gonna go better. That this is definitely might be giving a lot more efficient turns, that this is gonna be able to give a lot more speed. Alright, let's begin the qualifying time, and then this one might be able to have the best lap time will be needed to choose any position whenever you want to go. Alright, so looks like that should probably be able to do pressure waves to keep it going. Okay, just stay on it, and then this is going to get everything well pressured that this is going to be able to stay on it. Alright, stay in to form that inside turn at the sharp hairpin is going to be very medium risk. Alright, now let's just gonna keep it going, and then this is gonna be able to take a lot of practice for taking a qualifying time. Wheel might be needed for sure. This should probably be able to do every single lap that this is gonna get everything well faster. We might take the start. Okay, give a little bit less handling that this is going to be able to stay on foot, and then this is going to get everything will be needed. Alright, 1 minute and 33 seconds, and now this is definitely might be able to go in to be able to take motivational runs, and then this is going to get everything well suited for to be able to take a lot more pace. We might get the rush. Now this is going to get everything will might work faster if we might be able to keep up. Okay, going in, take that inside turn is going to be able to do quick and easy. Now, looks like this is going to get very good to be able to keep it up. Alright, 6 minutes left. This is definitely might be able to hurry up and then keep going by the time comes. Now, this wheel might be able to take the head start in the lead, that this wheel might get ready to take one good passive waste wheel might go in. Okay, just stay on it, and then there you go. Giving one efficient turn, wheel might get everything needed. Alright, looks like same time before, so just gonna get very closer. If I could probably need for 1 minute and 32 seconds, that could be the important goal, that this is gonna be able to work hard. Okay, looks like Die Hope just definitely set a new qualifying time. Just gonna be able to keep working hard. Okay, just take that turn and then go. Nope. Alright, somebody called that flag. Just gonna need time to recover. This has to be able to restore that handling situation, and then there it goes. Looks like this is gonna be able to start out in 5th place, and then just gonna be able to take a little bit more pit stop time that this will might need it. Good to see you again, Roadhog 2. Nice livery. Just giving a very good look to see how other racers have their good liveries they have. So maybe this is definitely might be able to give one good reputation style, that this is definitely might be pretty good to be able to give the best suitable choice we'll have. Okay, now this is going to be the pit stop time that this will might coming in. So this is going to be able to do a little bit more properly. We might get everything will be needed for. Okay, so even better changes to be made. So maybe this is definitely might be able to have to use different racing outfits. So that'll be able to have everything from now on. So well, having a little bit changes since the update's going on, so it will might revert it back to the usual. So looks like yellow racing outfit for Chevrolet, so this will be much better to change up the different racing outfits. Alright, so looks like going back onto the grid, and now let's just gonna keep hurry up, and then this is gonna be able to go faster. We might be able to do well achieved. Now, looks like only have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, folks, because this is gonna get everything we have to do, because this is all about a Group 3 workout for a practice, and then this is gonna get ready. Okay, just gonna take that inside turn. Okay, giving one clear dodge pass in, and then let Roadhog 2 recovers. Now, looks like just gonna get in there, and then stay on that handling. Alright, now that's what we might be able to do a lot more better to have more lap time to get. Just gonna keep up the pressure and hurry up, and then just gonna be able to do a little bit politely of this race, that this is gonna get everything we'll be ready up for. Alright, always for 1 minute and 32 seconds. Just gonna take a little bit more time. Oh boy, loosen up the handling. Don't want to get too reckless. Alright, just gonna give one more lap, and then that should be it to be able to take a little bit more time. I hope this race is gonna get very challenging for us, if we might be able to do better. Of course, maybe some fixes that this will might be needed, of course, that this will might be costing the most driver rating we need to get. Okay, yellow flag just called in. Well, I hope that this is going to be very closer when the time comes to be able to have rain will be coming in soon, so maybe this is going to be able to do a little bit more quickly to be able to get. Okay, just stay on track, and then we're going to have to go in and take that new lap time. Will go better. Alright, here we go. This is going to be able to have the 7th and final lap of the qualifying time, folks, because this is going to be it. Now, let's just going to be able to make sure this is going to be able to do a little bit more quick lap time. Will might go faster to get. This will might need it to take the rush. Okay. Okay, again, so looks like another one just definitely might be having a little problem for having a Group 3 handling situation. Alright, just gonna keep going, and then only down for 1 minute left. So this is gonna get everything. We might be prepared for one good manufacturer race in case that we just definitely don't want to fail. Alright, looks like almost done to be able to have a new set of a qualifying time until this one might need to take the chances we'll get. But this is going to get everything well faster to be able to keep it well focused we need to get. Now, looks like this is going to be able to give a 3-second time check that this one might go on. Alright, let's just going to have a 10th place race ready to go, folks. So let's just gonna get ready. Will might be prepared. Now, this is gonna get everything. We'll be make sure that this is gonna be a very tough race. So we'll be able to have to do better if we might be able to stay clean on this race. But having a handling problems like the last time on the other events. So maybe this one might do perfectly well if we might be able to stay focused to be able to stay maintained. So let's just gonna get ready to go to be able to have a good clean race, and then this one might have everything to let us know. Okay, have a good race, you guys. Do the best you can, because this will might get ready to go to get started, because all the practice will be done, and now let's get ready to get started. Now, even to be able to make sure, because clean races are important, so we might be needed to get our driver rating will increase, because it always gets harder and tougher. So we just definitely might need to be very careful not to have any collisions going on. So let's just gonna go and get ready to get started. Best of luck to all of you in this lobby, and then let's go and get ready to get started. Alright, here we are. Looks like round 11 of the manufacturer series. So looks like it's been a long waited that we might be able to get started. So here we go, let's get started. So first up is 7 Monites with a Chevy Corvette, now in second place in Big Dog Rider 11 with a Porsche 911 RSR. Third place is Dire Hope with a Lexus RCF GT3. Fourth place is Wine Guy TD with a BMW M6 M-Power. Fifth place is DXN Akira with a Chevy Corvette C7. Sixth place is Devil's Twitch TV with a Porsche 911 RSR. Seventh place is Catch F22 with a Chevy Corvette C7. And eighth place is Cyclo Crowley with a Mercedes SLS AMG. Ninth place is K Crusher 33 with a McLaren F1 GTR. 10th place is myself with a Chevy Corvette UTRS Library variant. 11th place is TF number 1 pick with a Coca-Cola Chevy Corvette C7. 12th place is Lewis 44BL with a McLaren F1 GTR BMW. 13th place is Crazy Cap 78 with a Mazda Intensa. 14th place is King Ghidorah 82 with a Denso Super GT3. 15th place is Bodie Duke. 16th place is Roadhog 2 with an Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3. 17th place is Steven 38299 with a green Mercedes. 18th place El Padre 12345 with a Toyota Supra. And 19th place is Thrill Daddy T. And this is gonna get ready to take the 10 lap challenge. Will might get prepared. So keep yourselves prepared and be ready for anything. This is going to be able to take the long wait. Will might get started. So let this be a one best clean race. Will might come. And then this is going to be the one tough challenge. We'll be able to do the best and try harder. Will might be able to keep up to be able to race up with some more speed. And then here we go. Green light is on the go. this is going to get very fast-paced challenge. Will Mike coming in, and then this is going to be able to take the first turn. It is going to be very tougher, so use it wisely. This is going to get very harder to be able to catch up to the main opponents, because this is going to be able to take the top race. Will Mike climb up? Will Mike keep it going? And then this is definitely where it all comes down to this, to be able to stay closer, to be able to maintain. Will Mike stay strong on this race? And then this is going to get everything well handling. Will Mike get everything well situated? Oh, there it is. Looks like this is definitely where it's at, because this is definitely might be pretty surprising that this may cause a collision going on to see it. A spin out car has definitely might be having in to be able to take a little bit of time to recover and go back in again. Now everything is going racing on the grid, because this is definitely race like no other, because this will might put ourselves to rise up to be able to take on for one tough race to be able to keep it going. And then this is definitely might be able to stay on the grip. Will might be able to keep a hold of ourselves. And now this is definitely what be waiting to be able to take a few minutes until we begin this race. And now this is going to be able to take a little bit of time. Will might come closer. And now looks like taking a little bit time for a penalty worn up on K Crusher. And now this is going to get very closer, that this is definitely might be able to take a little bit more heavy close strategy, that this is going to be able to keep it up on it. Now on to the second lap. Big Dog Rider 11 takes the lead, and now this is definitely his best win to be able to take the moment. Will might come, and then this is definitely might be able to coming closer, that this is going to get very stronger to be able to take. Now looks like the other racers are now definitely might be curring in to be able to take a little bit more time. Will might keep it up on it. Wine Guy TD is in 7th place, and now he's about to be able to catching up on to my current position. And then, oh, that was definitely might be the harder to get, because this will be needed to be able to go again for it. And unfortunately, he just left the race, and then he just definitely might be able to wait for another time, so he'll be able to get better to take the chance. We might get in, and then, oh man, looks like there it goes. And then this is definitely colliding with another car. Consider this for a 3-second penalty. Looks like that is going to be pretty intense, that this will find needed to be able to stay careful to get. But it was definitely another hard day's luck, that this is going to get very better, that this will might be able to do a little bit better for. Looks like TF number 1 pick considered this, that this will might deserve to be able to take that undergoing problem in progress that this is going to get. Now looks like Roadhog 2 takes 10th place, and now looks like I'm on 12th place. Just going to be able to try to keep up, because this is going to get very challenging, that this is going to get very harder for this race, because that always gets a little bit harder, that this is going to get very difficult, that we need to be able to be very careful. Now everything is having another difficult race, folks, because we just definitely might be able to try to keep up, because it was all about having the hard day's work, because we didn't get a chance to be able to reach up onto the top positions, because, well, mostly they just definitely did that. If we might be able to get closer, so it will might be doing better, but it gets a little bit stronger. And then there's King G Dora 82 has definitely got a 3-second penalty due to having a little bit mistaken problem. So we're just going to be careful, because a clean race is important, because we just definitely don't want to have collision happens to it, because this does not count, because this is going to get very harder, that this is definitely might be able to stay on track to be able to keep it on hold. Now looks like he's about to force in to slow down, and then this will might give a good chance for the other racers who didn't try to be able to keep up on it, because this race is going to be very intense, because this is going to be able to take a little bit more time to go on for. Now on to the 10th place, and now I'm going back in to be able to keep up, to be able to take the grid progress that this will might get in. Now eventually, that this is going to be a very hard race. We might be able to keep up on it, because this is definitely might be pretty hard, that this is going to get. So looks like Greasy Cab 78 is about to be able to take that attempted turn on Lewis 44BL, and then, oh, looks like Devil's Twitch TV just got a penalty on 0.5 seconds due to that colliding collision effect has definitely going on. Now, this is going to be able to do a very tough race that we need to be able to get there, but everything is going to be able to take a lot of SR. Is going to get very seriously that this is going to be able to take, but this might get a little bit harder, but other racers have definitely might be needs to keep trying, because this is all about racing responsibility, because this is definitely might be able to have a lot of very good pressure that this will might stay on hold. Now, this is going to be able to resume to be able to keep catching up, because this is definitely might be able to keep it well pressured, will might be able to keep holding on for. But this is going to get everything harder that this might get serious, folks, because this is going to get very harder that this is going to be able to catch up on it. DXN Akia is on second place, and now he's definitely might be able to catch up on the big dog rider, and now this is going to get pretty well and pretty challenging to be able to catch up on the rush, because taking the battle of second place is definitely might be giving the best optional choice, if anything possible, that this is going to be able to catch up onto it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to go back in onto the first turn, and then this is going to be able to go quick and simple, and now 5 more laps remaining onto the halfway there. Now, this is going to get pretty close edge that this is going to be able to stay on touch of the distance, so maybe this is going to get everything will be needed to be able to drive carefully, because this is going to get very collisionary, that this is going to get very expandable, that we need to be very avoided to be able to get through. Now on to K Crusher 33, so following in, and then Crazy Cab 78 is about to continue catching up to them, and then this is definitely might be able to have a race to chase for the group, and then this is definitely might be going in as possible. Now this is exactly how the racing goes, because this is definitely might be well concentrated, we'll might get everything in. Now, this is all about minding the gap, and then this is going to get everything well focused to be able to keep up on the rush, that this is going to be able to stay on track, because this is going to get very challenging, that this will might get needed, that this is going to be able to stay focused, will might need to be able to do a lot of corners, that this is going to be able to coming in to do the right direction. Now, let's just going to have to keep coming in, and then now approaching into the group, just gonna take a little bit few more gap distance, we might get there. It looks like Crazy Cab 78 is definitely might be able to try to keep focusing in, and then this is gonna get everything well better, that this is gonna get everything well close pace. Now, looks like this is gonna get very extraordinary distance, that this is gonna get coming in. Just gonna keep a little bit more passive, and then take a lot of handling, that this is going to get everything will be needed. Now, looks like things going well to be able to go the way it was, and now the top 3 are definitely might be able to stay on it. On a few other same gap distance is going to be able to take a little bit more time on the approach, but right now other group will might be able to deal with some other passes to be able to try to keep up and keep going. And then this is going to get everything we might do separate ways, that this is going to get very challenging to be able to take it nice and slow. Now the tire is definitely might be getting a little bit half amount of the quarter left to go, so it looks like this is going to get everything pretty closer, that this is going to be able to keep up on it. Now it's all about taking the distance, and then looks like Crazy Cab just got a 0.5 second penalty due to the cutting corners. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more time, that this is going to get everything well pressured. And King G Dora 2 is now passing by me, and now this considers to be able to have a 10th place. So this is going to might need to do a lot more work, that this will might keep going, and then keep up the rush and keep up the pressure is going to get everything better. Now looks like this is going to get very tougher, that this is going to be able to keep going faster, we might keep it up on it. So looks like approaching in onto the penalty line for Crazy Cab, and now this is going to be getting in, and then And there it goes. Another collision. Nothing else to have a no collision effect going on, and then this is definitely might be pretty safer. Alright, stay on it, and then this is going to be taking a little bit well maintained, and oh, there it is, and then that was so close to be able to get a little bit collision going on. No penalty effect occur. Just going to be able to keep on track to see how it happens, because this is definitely might be able to take the top race wheel, might get in. Okay, looks like this is definitely might be able to do a little bit more time to be able to have everything a little bit hold on the pressure, because this is going to be very tougher on this race, so we might be able to keep it focused. And then looks like catch F22 is definitely almost loosening up, and then finally got back on the grid, and then this is definitely might be able to get in. Now looks like on to 3 more laps to go, moving on to 2 more laps to go, and this is going to get everything Will might get in. And it looks like Crazy Cap is about to be able to pass on to my current position, and then this is going to be able to give a window opened, and then this is going to be able to take better ways to go. And then looks like Steven's old team is now on to 10th place, and then he almost had to take that top 3. Will might get in. It looks like Dre Hope is now definitely in the top 3. So this is definitely might be going stronger to be able to keep it up, and then takes a little bit patient time. Will might get there. Now looks like Big Dog Rider 11 still takes the lead, and now looks like this is going to get everything well focused. Will might keep it going, and then this is definitely might be able to have a no turning back onto the pits. And then this is definitely might be going as possible. Looks like catch F22 is definitely might be able to stay focused, and then stay holding on, and then just going to be able to keep going. And then this is going to be very well struggle Will might be able to take. Alright, almost there. Just going to take a little bit slipstream. Will might go in, then takes a little bit more time to reach the pace. This is going to get very well performance, that this is going to get very tougher for this race, folks, but this is going to be able to take a lot of fair chances of this race is going to be able to keep coming in, but it gets a little bit heavier if we must be able to overcome. Now looks like this is going to get very closer up, and then looks like TF number 1 pick is now going to be able to coming back in. But this is going to be very riskier to be able to take a lot more pressure that this is going to be able to hold on for. Now, looks like this is going to get very riskier to be able to take on for. Just going to have to let Lewis 44BL Will might have open space, and now this is going to get everything. Will be able to take the second turn. It's going to get riskier, and then pretty safer to get. Now, looks like same still going on the struggle, but this is going to be able to hold on much longer, because almost there to reach up onto the final lap. Will proceed forward, because this is going to get very tougher, that this is going to be able to have a lot of handling fix, that this will be needed after this race ends. There it goes. Now looks like this is going to get everything a little bit closer in, and then keep going stronger. Looks like Louis 44PL is still trying to be able to hold on the pressure. Will might get through, so just gonna give one good chance to be able to make one approaching overtake. It's gonna get very quicker and faster, and then it's all about taking the risk that this is gonna get everything well better through the chances. Alright, coming in, and then just gonna stay strong. And here we go, final lap of the race. This is it. This is going to be able to take one more chance at this, folks, because this is going to get everything well pressured, that this is going to be able to stay on track. And then, oh man, looks like just definitely loosened it, and then just finally got back, and then Crazy Cap takes 8th place, and now TF number 1 pick is in 9th place. Now, looks like this is going to get very intense in this race, but evenly that the handling, that this is definitely might be having a little bit problem, that this will might need us to get everything well resolved. Now, let's just going to be able to keep continuing on, and then this is going to be a long battle of this race. It is going to be able to coming in. Now, looks like this is going to get everything well situated. So even if this is going to be able to take the chances, Will might come in. Now, looks like just going to have to take that grip. Will might be able to take a little bit less amount because almost running out of gas soon. So this Will might be able to keep up and hurry up until this race will be end anytime soon. Alright, looks like this is going to get very riskier to take and very tougher that this is going to be able to take it nice and slow, and looks like it's going to get very heavy over here, so it might need to be able to make a little bit lighter that this is going to be able to have. So looks like Big Dog Rider 11 takes first place on the podium, and then looks like DXN Akia is in second place. K Crusher 33 takes in third place, and now this is definitely might be pretty excellent and doing better that this is going to be able to keep up on it. So what a hard race, you guys. That was a very hard race. Will might get better. Will be able to keep it up and keep going. But it was an intense race because this is definitely might be pretty tough. So looks like this is going to be considered that this is definitely doing a lot better. So it seemed pretty good, but it was definitely pretty well faster that this is going to be able to take. Now, this is going to be able to take one good precision performance of this race. Will might need it to be able to keep going, and then, well, it is going to be pretty heavy handling on that turn that this is going to get everything better. So, looks like no race precision needed, and then this is going to be able to consider this to be able to have a 10th place finish. So, it'll be able to have to try harder next time. If we might have a chance, we might be able to have a very good clean race. We'll go in. Alright, let's just gonna get some good earnings, and then giving some experience, we'll be able to do a better amount. Alright, so looks like just gonna have to give one good congratulations to Big Dog Rider 11 for his win, and now that will be very excellent to be able to have a good SR increase. We might keep racing up more, so this is definitely might be doing perfectly to be able to have a good race we might have. So you're very welcome, Big Dog Rider 11. Very appreciated for your best sportsmanship racing skills to be able to have. So, well, Big Dog Rider made 0 mistakes. That was very efficient handling because that was one perfection race we might have, because this is going to get everything we'll work harder to get. Now, even that this is definitely might be giving the result to be able to have better to take. So, well, so many yellow flags going on by having a little spin out by collision, because this is definitely all we have to do is to keep up. So all we have to do is to have a good clean race, viewers. That's how different way what Big Smoke says. All you have to do is to follow the train, CJ. Well, references is definitely might be giving a reminder Will might getting a little bit needed for. So, well, even perhaps that the tires were getting a little bit easy and tougher. So, just gonna be able to endure, because this is gonna get everything Will stronger Will might have. But good thing that we just like that circuit, because this is definitely might be perfection. Will might be able to go stronger and faster to master the track. Okay, looks like this is gonna get ready to go to be able to get ready to wrap this up. So looks like this is definitely all done for this round, until we might be able to continue on to the next race to be able to get ready. So even that this is definitely might be able to have a plenty heavy turns, that this is going to get a little bit easier to be able to get. So, well, good thing that that was a very tough race, that this will might be able to hold out without a pit stop will be needed for sure. So we seen better, and we seen getting there. So we might be able to try to keep up to be able to get our driver rating. We'll be able to race up or race down. That this is definitely might be pretty excellent, that this will might need it as possible to get. So be sure to be able to have a good clean race. Will might keep up, and then this is going to get everything well excellent. We might be able to have a good chance without failed. Always going to be able to take one good clean turns at a given amount. So we might be able to keep holding in to be able to take a lot of more speed. We might be able to race up and do a lot of handlings on the corners. We might be able to go faster to get. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification upload, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the manufacturer series on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.